Hello everyone, my name is Oscar Sonaibanja and I am the co-founder of Wazota. So I'd like to take a moment to tell you what really Wazota is all about. I'm from Africa, precisely West Africa. That's Cameroon, which is east of Nigeria. The e-commerce platform hasn't really kicked off in Africa. And why is that? That's because we realize that unlike the Western world, it's more expensive to shop online than it is to shop in the market, way more expensive in Africa. And Africa being a third world country, that really shunned most of the over 90% of the population from using the already available e-commerce platform. So my brother and I, who is also a founder for Wazota, we asked ourselves how can we make the e-commerce to, grow in Cameroon and Africa. So we realized that unlike what the other e-commerce platforms are doing, we have to incorporate the African experience. The way we shop in Africa is different from the way shopping is done in the Western world. First and foremost, African marketers are not most are not really open with their prices. No, they don't really. Here if you in here in the US, if you go to the store, you see the goods or whatever it is they're selling in the store with the price tag on it. That isn't how it is in Africa. And even when you ask them for a price, they want to tell you secretly. They don't, tell you. They tell you, making sure the next seller doesn't hear what they're telling you, or they tell you to come inside so you both can talk. That's one of the African experience. Secondly, is the issue of bargaining. In Unlike the Western world, in Africa, almost nothing is taken at face value, unless stuff like I don't know, a packet of biscuit that has a standard price, but almost nothing, even perishable goods, tomatoes, vegetables, it's not as there's always a bargain. There's always a bargain. So whatever the seller tells you, you put your, I guess, if you go to the Wazota page, we just made a post. My brother, who is a co-founder as well, said when our mom would take us to the market, whenever the seller tells her the price, she pulls a chair and they start to bargain. I have this. No, can you meet? So they try to meet at a common ground. Over 90% of the population in Africa does that. That too is not incorporated in any of the e-commerce platforms. In their website, what you see is what you have to pay for. So we decided to create Wazota, which will incorporate all this marketing, all this as incorporate the African experience. That's why we put on our post, we put Wazota, the African marketplace. So how does Wazota function? If you are a trader selling in Cameroon, because that's where we're beginning from now. Next year we'll be going to Nigeria, we'll be going to Ghana. No matter where you find yourself, you don't even need to have a store in the market to start selling on Wazota. No. Since Africa now the availability of smartphones is everywhere, that's had a sharp increase. We decided to create an online platform where we are not selling like the other e-commerce platforms. We don't sell. The sellers come to our platform and create an online store. The online store now, they with their smartphone take good pictures, which we'll have to educate them on how to take pictures of their goods to make their online store enticing to the buyers and upload it on their online store. Now we have three memberships on Wazota. The first one is merchants. So merchants is if you have a store in the market and you're selling first-hand goods, you go to Wazota and you create your online store. Take a picture of what it is you're selling. Choose the categories in which they belong to and you upload. The second membership is called auctions. So if you are selling second-hand goods. Say for example, you want to buy a new set of chairs and you want to get rid of the old one. So you take a picture of that and put it on Wazota, create an online store under auctions, and it is open to everybody to see. So basically, it is like this second membership is like an offer up. Yes. So then the third membership is, and the last is called Broncans. Broncans is for people who are importing goods from outside of the country into the country. You take a picture of what you have or what you've imported. You can even take a picture of the goods before you put them in the container to send them. So people in the country know what you have wherever they are. That's what that is. And what are the benefits? Your physical store, but when you have a physical store in the market, how many people in the population know you have that store? How many people know? With your online store, you'll be able to reach everybody in the nation and beyond. Secondly, your physical store in the market it opens in the morning and closes in the evening. Your online store is open 24/7. Third, as we incorporated African experience where when you see a good being sold by a seller and you wanna get it, now there's a link there that shows contact seller on WhatsApp or SMS. If you tap on WhatsApp, it takes you out of the app, it navigates you out of the app into WhatsApp, and you bargain the price, which is what we Africans do. You bargain the price. You have a bargain with the seller. You guys, if you reach an agreement, you go and collect your goods. For the meantime, and finally, the other benefit you have is you don't even need a store to sell. You don't need to have a shade in the market to sell. You can sell from your home. That's how amazing Wazota is. And right now, it's mainly informative. We are working on a payment system which has to be robust to protect both buyer and seller. That is a key milestone in our company. We have not actually launched. We are actually now trying to sign up sellers, and we've been doing a good job at that. Now we have over 140 people for a start, and it's really growing. We have a Facebook page, we also have an Instagram page. We're uploading videos and all whatnot. So that's where we are at the moment with Wazota, and like I said, it's going to spread all over Africa. We intend to make this the Amazon of Africa. Yes, you heard me, the Amazon of Africa. We have things well planned. We took 2 years into researching, coming up with a technical document for Wazota. And where is the name Wazota from? Wazota, we got the inspiration from Swahili, which the Swahili for sell to all is Kuza Kwa Wote. Sell to all, Kuza Kwa Wote. And we took the letters and took some of the letters and rearranged it, and we got Wazota, which sounds African. And Africa just signed, some countries in Africa signed a trade deal, 44 of them, last I checked, and where it's going to allow trade to go through between those countries with relative ease. So that will definitely help Wazota, because in our platform you'll be able to see a trader or whoever it is that sells stuff from a different country in Africa. You guys can trade, and of course we'll come up with a system where the posting of goods and the receiving of goods will be in such a way to protect both buyer and seller. Thank you very much. This is all I have to say about Wazota for now. Go like us on Facebook. Go to wazota.com and actually upload your store, create your store, and you can start populating your store with your goods you're selling. For right now, there's presidential elections in Cameroon are going on. From then, we'll be having a launch, and we'll be doing some partnerships in the country as well. And we're going to Nigeria, we're going to Ghana, we're going to East Africa, and eventually South Africa, Botswana, Tanzania, Rwanda, North of Africa, we have a plan. Thank you very much, and you all have a lovely day.